Yes, yes, y'all, and it don't stop, and I won't.
I grew up really quickly. I had a lot of health issues and mental problems. At the age of 16, I was diagnosed as an alcoholic. I attempted suicide and almost succeeded. And I went away for a long time, and I really didn't see anybody. And escaping from where I lived in really showed me what the world is. There's a lot more going on inside, society than my little bubble of a white suburban town that I live in.
Left in the past, I had so many questions that they never bothered to ask.
I was at my friend Adam's house one evening, and they were having a good time freestyling, and I stepped up. I was like, why don't I try it? And I did it, and I must have gone for a good 2 minutes and 30 seconds, and I really fell in love with hip hop more so than hardcore, because I can basically say what I want to, pull it all apart and piece it back together with my own vernacular and make it as intricate and complex as I want to. And that's really why I decided to pursue this.
When I was growing up, my thought process was always abstract, so I created my own world with the pen.
I write stories, some of the stuff is real personal to me and some of it's not, but it's still personable to somebody who might be listening, and they could take a second and go, hey, I feel that, or hey, that's rough, I understand where he's coming from, things like that. Because true emotion is recognized, honestly, I feel, more so than insignificant and superfluous things that people talk about. And I really try to incorporate what I believe in and what I feel is right, more so in society. Not that I'm saying that what I believe in is, more so right than what anybody else thinks, but personally on the fact that, it's what I believe in. And, if you don't agree with what I believe in, that's okay, because everybody has their own opinion. But I try to make my music more so variable to the listeners, so there's different points that each person that's listening can possibly relate to. When I write, it's my thoughts. It's not anything that I'm creating that's a fallacy.
Because it's suitable to say that if you pick apart my brain, all that's left is my beautiful decay with the message inside my mind that I felt the need to relay.
White person, I guess, when you tell people that you are a hip-hop artist, they kind of just think, oh yeah, this guy is full of himself and he's like everybody else. But I think the real difference that sets me apart from a lot of these other artists is that I'm not writing music for the sake of writing music. I'm writing music because I love to express my thoughts and morals, and not so much that I'm pushing what I believe in down people's throats, because I don't do that, but I create stories, really intricate stories that people listen to, and when they listen to it and they sit down and they hear it, it hits them in the chest. And that's what I want. When somebody listens to my music, I want them to be like, wow, I feel that, like, that means something to me. I can relate to that. I can feel that. I love listening to this. And I can just sit there and bob my head. I don't make myself out to be anything that I'm not, and I don't say things that I don't mean or that aren't true. There's a lot of musicians that do that, and it seems that within the industry nowadays, more so present time than in the past, hip-hop has really evolved into a way for musicians to personify more so or less the insignificant and things that they possess as they have acquired throughout their career, more so as to who they are. And that's why I really think hip-hop has gone down the tube, because it really died. What's hip-hop now is mainstream, garbage with really pointless hooks, things that are really relevant. And I think that music should be created to personify who you are through your ability to express your thoughts and tell a story and have people listen and understand what you're about. And I really think that that's the biggest, point that I can pull across that sets me apart, because I don't make myself out to be anything that I'm not. I'm just a 19-year-old kid with pipe dreams.
But nowadays anybody in the world can be a critic, so it takes a heart of gold and a sack to just stay different. And I follow what I love without anybody.
Success is when I wake up in the morning and I have messages from people that I don't even know that are saying, hey, you know, that song you sent me was awesome. I'm playing that in my car right now. I'm showing people this. You know, I really like your music. You're from the heart. Stuff like that. The pure satisfaction of another human being recognizing the amount of effort that I put into my music and they enjoy it means more to me than any amount of money that anybody could ever give me throughout my entire life.
That you demand to be heard, because your voice could disappear before you even utter a word.
You know, follow what you love, because, you know, you could be dead tomorrow, and I almost was, and I would have never really came upon music like I did, because I was an athlete, you know, in high school. I was an ignorant, you know, white suburban kid. Anything that was different to me was, you know, so far-fetched that I just could not comprehend, and I would not accept it. And, you know, after I got out of all the troubles that were going on in my life, I really opened up and just changed every aspect of who I was as a person. Nowadays, I promote a movement that I'm trying to really get across, and it's called F.A.M. And F.A.M. is my family. It's not my just personal family, but, you know, my fans, the people that listen to my music, that they enjoy, and it stands for Fuck a Mindset. And that pertains to, you know, live your life without disposition. You know, have an open mind about everything, because you can learn so much more and you can dig so much deeper when you're open to everything, because you might miss something that you could fall in love with years from now that you were just so ignorant and bliss to that you would have never known if you weren't open. And I really want to, you know, get people involved in that. You know, there are a lot of good people in the world, and there's a lot of evil people in the world, and what you really got to do is just, you know, separate yourself from that.
Because it's suitable to say that if you pick apart my brain, all that's left is my beautiful decay, with the message inside my mind that I felt the need to relay. So I faxed my thoughts to the DJ to replay.